We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. Now in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys one of the top stocks to possibly squeeze all over again, okay? When I say all over again, I repeat it, all over again. So this is going to be very interesting moving forward. The 42 vision indicator is showing how extremely oversold this is and how much weakness it has. But the amount of short interest in this stock is very interesting. Now, it could go into further weakness, don't get me wrong, but at these levels, it is becoming very interesting to start watching. It's not a stock I would have started watching at 18, 20, 19, 15, but where it's at right now, okay, it is a very interesting level. We're going to break it all down, but before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run of the day that I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you, check out the link down below in the description, and we're going to jump right into it to the top stock setting up to possibly squeeze all over again. It already did it once. Let's see if it could do it twice. The home run of the day was spectacular, even though the S&P 500 index continues to pull down lower and portfolios are in the red. I will continue to look for opportunities daily, and today I managed to find a home run opportunity that I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning: LIFE, FCEL, and NNVC. Every single stock gave us a 5 to 10% opportunity, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was FCEL. Mentioned it in the pre-market, pulled back a little bit, and it took off to a highest point of 30% plus. Now, as you can see here on the screen, these candlesticks, this is the 42 vision indicator that you can now gain access to as well by joining the 42 vision tier level. Now, this right here has empowered me in my investing journey to be able to catch the dips and sell the rips. And if this is all something that interests you, we look forward to having you join us. Check out the links down below. And this is feedback from one of the investors that was part of the community, upgraded a 42 vision, and it's their first day using it. And all the investors using 42 vision so far are loving it. And this is what the investor had to say after their first day with 42 vision. Made $200 on FCEL, my first day on 42 vision trying it out. It is strong, it is good. And I stated 42 vision brings me the clarity and confidence to a trade. That is awesome. Yes, it does, they stated. You're not just hoping it goes up. It gives you the confidence to make the trade. And that's what it's all about. Empowering the investor with the indicator 42 vision. I stated, of course, hoping is not trading. Trading takes a strategy and timing. And 42 vision is a strategy that gives perspective on timing. It allows me to see the dips and the rips and how long I can stay within a position that has strength before it goes into weakness. If you look at the chart of FCEL, from that peak moving forward, it didn't go up again, and it just continued into weakness, and this was the moments of strength, and that's what it's all about. So if this is something that interests you, check out the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us. You'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. And let's jump into these charts. So the number one possible stock to squeeze right now, and it's the number one on the list, is SPRT Support.com Inc. Now, I do want to go ahead and emphasize this. It could go lower than this because the amount of utilization and the amount of short interest on this stock and the amount of pressure on this stock is big, okay? But like I've stated in my videos before, it doesn't make sense sometimes to even be aware of these stocks when I start talking about them, because I talk about them as early as I can when it's the best opportunity to maximize on them and when to start preparing for the opportunity, because I rather wait and see this bottom out. It hasn't found a bottom yet, and actually start to reverse a little bit and I catch it a few cents late than to try to catch it now and it just keeps on going and it could go down a few dollars more, right? And like I stated, this is not a stock I would have started watching at 20, at 19, 18, it's a stock I'll start watching now, especially after today's pullback. It was pretty drastic, and based off 42 vision on the 30-minute, this is a huge, extremely oversold area. And then you have here on the 1 day transitioning big time into red. If it goes into extremely oversold area on the 1 day, that is going to be a key point of hopefully a bottom forming. But right now on the 30-minute, we're seeing it pull back pretty big, and it's sitting just a little bit above $11 at $12.18 and not too far from 10, right? And it all goes back to where this all began before running up to $60. And that's where the interesting part comes in. Could it do it again? And the amount of short interest on this stock, I might even be a little bit off with the data I'm about to show, but it's probably very high, okay? So let's go ahead and look at it here. It's the number one on the list. Short interest is 73%. If you have Ortex data or you have other data, please share down below in the comments how you feel and where is it in the short interest, because I think it's even higher. And if you can see the utilization, which is probably pretty high. Now, the only thing I don't like is the days to cover. That 0.24 is not that high. That means that the shorts can cover pretty fast, but the borrow fee rate is 163 in total. And if you go down this list, that's a pretty high borrow fee rate. At some point, they're going to feel pressure. And the short squeeze score is 98.02. And this short interest is pretty high. If you look up the highest short interest or you start doing research on that, this is probably by far the highest short interest, and it might not even come up on the list. There's so much short interest on this, and that's not even counting naked shorting in this amount, that the stock is reflecting the amount of pressure that the shorts have put. And it's actually shaking a lot of investors out pretty fast, especially post-merger and confirmation of the merger. But this is where an opportunity is forming. You have to watch this though to see if it consolidates or continues going lower and finally finds a bottom. It hasn't found a bottom, but it has moved pretty fast, and this is the time to be watching this stock. So I'm gonna break down here in the chart the key levels. So right now it's in the 12s. If it goes towards 11.12, I'd watch it carefully. And then the next point is between 11.12 and $9. I would watch and see how the stock is reacting, and if the bulls try to reappear, or if the bears are tearing this one down fairly fast. The other thing this stock has as well is a low float. So if a lot of investors start to load up, whether it's retail investors, institutional investors, the stock eventually will have some drive to the upside, and the shorts will have to cover. And when that starts to happen, it can make this one move pretty fast. We saw how fast it moved before. I'm not saying it's going to reach that or break through that, but the opportunity is there for a possible reversal or upside potential if shorts get forced to go ahead and cover, creating that squeeze effect, and if investors start to pile on in again into this stock. The stock right now is being shaken out big time. It's going down pretty fast. It hasn't found a bottom. We're knowing about this a little bit early once again, but it's the number one on the possible short squeeze score here with the 98.02, and the short interest float is 73%, guys. I encourage you to do more due diligence, more research, but this is definitely one to watch moving forward. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.